Assalamualaikum everybody. My name is Akbar Chaudry and my style of comedy is best described as Punjabi. Have you guys been enjoying the show so far? Lots of dances, lots of dancing, a lot more to look forward to. I think I lost some calories just watching them. But from what I understand, lots of affections develop between PSA show participants every year. So that, along with the dances, means you essentially sat through at least one mehndi right now. Maybe they are okay. I don't really know what the crowd is like, so I'd like to gauge that a bit. So by round of applause, how many of you are from Lahore? You should go back, there are free laptops waiting for you. And Islamabadis, how many Islamabadis in the house? इसका मतलब show 10 बजे से पहले खत्म करना होगा. And from Karachi, how many from Karachi? I'm from Karachi too, GA Muttahida, am I right? White people also booing to that, you're not from Karachi. There are zero white people in Karachi. The whitest thing in Karachi is Qaid-e-Azam ka mazar. But white people, by you being here, I'm guessing it's safe to assume you're not Donald Trump fans, right? Okay, good. I don't think Pakistanis can ever be Donald Trump fans because even if we ignore the horrible stuff he says, we as a nation have difficulty trusting really rich people. At the back of our mind, we're always thinking, zero haram ki kamai hogi. But I am in favor for his call to for Muslims to have special identification. We'll just replace Allahu Akbar with "you're fired" and substitute the hijab with his hairpiece. By the way, if you white people are like undercover FBI agents waiting for us to start talking about bombs and jihad, sorry to disappoint you, our terrorist meetings take place on weekdays, not weekends. Well, a lot of white people have trouble differentiating between Pakistanis and Indians. And I get it, because we're pretty much the same people. We're similar in so many ways, like we're always in line for free stuff. We smell of curry all the time. And our eyes light up whenever we see that a gas station is for sale. However, there are some subtleties which allows to distinguish Pakistani from Indian. Our reaction to surprise, for one. For example, if you say something surprising to a Pakistani, like Shahid Afridi scored a 50, or my parents are okay with me being an artist instead of a doctor. Pakistanis go like, yeah? Whereas Indians are like, really? Really now? Also, no offense to Indians, but we are better looking. Don't clap at that. Because that's not really saying much. Last year, an article came out which ranked Pakistani men as the third most attractive in the world. However, if you're a Pakistani male, you know that's not true. When I left Pakistan for America, my family warned me, "Khabardar, kisi gori se shaadi mat kar lena." And now that I'm here, I feel like that warning was unnecessary because it's not like Gori Aurat wants to marry me. Gori Ladki looks at the license agreement on softwares longer than she looks at me. A white girl will accept a Candy Crush request from someone before accepting a friend request from me. It takes American girls longer to pronounce their Starbucks order than it takes for them to dismiss me. So no green card for me. from Nadra. But speaking of green, do you guys like pakola? I like pakola. I love pakola. There's a lot of pakola at my house, which leads my roommates to believe I'm addicted to absinthe. But I've been in Gainesville for about 8 months now, and I think this is an amazing place. Do you guys like Gainesville? Over here, I've met some of the most tolerant, accepting, most broad-minded individuals, and it was described to me when I got here as a blue dot in a sea of red. And I find that to be a statement of truth, because other than this usually be very nice, but some instances contradictory to the general trend. For example, when I got here, I had a stopover at the Charlotte airport. And I asked the person sitting next to me if I could use his phone to make a call. And he looked at me, uttered a very well-pronounced no, got up and left. And this left me heartbroken more than disappointed, because girls have been less harsh while turning me down. It is possible he misunderstood me, but I doubt even with my accent, can I use your phone to make a call? Sounds like, can you kangi my bal? Then second instance, when I got here, I was living with some American friends prior to getting my own place, and they were Skyping with their mom, who I was warned earlier was a bit racist. So they introduced me to her. Hello mom, this is our friend. Oh, her mom says, hello dear, how are you doing? He's from Pakistan. Oh, be careful. Really mom? I'm already inside their house. Living with them for 4 days. The only weapon of mass destruction I have is my Dakar after biryani. And then finally at the UF International Center, I was at the desk getting my documents processed when there seemed to be something wrong. So the guy who was at the counter, probably having a really long day, exclaimed in frustration, you Pakistanis create problems wherever you go. And this amused me more than offended me, so I started laughing. And the guy was confused. He's like, what's so funny, man? And I said, you're sitting there running my information through a system called ISIS. You don't get to be racist. But that didn't happen, I just made that up. But I took a trip across some of the southern states recently, and my family was like, be careful, because the situation is a bit scary these days. But honestly, I'm not sure what I'm more afraid admitting. The fact that I'm Muslim, or that I'm from Florida. But I don't think racism is as big a problem in America as it's made out to be. Take my example. I'm Pakistani, I'm Muslim, I'm here studying aerospace engineering. And my name is Akbar. Of Allahu Akbar fame. Like for the white people, that's the thing suicide bombers allegedly shout out prior to blowing themselves up. I can't say for sure, I don't know any experienced suicide bombers. So yeah. Pakistani Muslim studying aerospace engineering called Akbar. Somebody really dropped the ball at the Department of Homeland Security. I think it was the hair. These are not terrorist hair. They're probably like, let him have the visa. He looks like the love child of Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars. Some of my American friends, and even Pakistani American, you guys as well, tell me over here that Akbar, your English is very good. English game strong. English on point. That vocabulary go. And it feels great to hear, but I don't mean to be a kamina or anything, but very rarely can I return the compliment, you know? But when it comes to you guys, your English is not on point. You guys use incomplete sentences. That's falafel dough. But what about it? Babe. Before anyone else. Before anyone else what? Pretty much every sentence starts with the word so. Come on man, I'm not dumb. Not everything you say to me has to be an explanation. And the sentences that don't start with so end with it. Hey man, are you nervous about the exam tomorrow? Nah, I've been studying all week, so... No, complete your thought! You've been studying all week, therefore you are not nervous about the exam. And the word like is a way of life to you guys. You guys use like more than football players use steroids. If Shahbaz Sharif had a rupee for every time somebody used the word like unnecessarily, he'd have enough money to start metro bus from Gujranwala to Gainesville. My Bihari friend told me on the phone that hum aa rahe hain, and then I was disappointed when he showed up alone. Have you guys seen Var? The movie Var, okay. Some have, some haven't. I think that for a Pakistani movie, it is a commendable achievement. But I really wish they worked a little harder on the dialogue. It was super cheesy in some places. For example, in the epic finale between Shan and Shamoon Abbasi, the two have the following exchange. Major Mustafa tells Ramal, "In my book, good always triumphs evil." Ramal says, "In my book, evil always wins." To which Shan replies, "Well then, you must be reading the wrong book." Hey, Shan, is that the best comeback you had? Even Steven Seagal isn't that lame. But maybe that's been Shan's answer to everything. Back in school, a friend might have said to him, "Shan, I failed my literature exam. You must be reading the wrong book." I don't know what's worse, the egregious nature of this climactic line, or the fact that Shan wants us to believe that he's actually read a book. Come on, I can't imagine Shan reading a book. I can imagine anyone from Lollywood reading a book. But what if Shan was actually part of a Pakistani celebrity book club? He would congratulate Veena Malik on her newly found spirituality. You've been reading the wrong book all this time, Veena, but now you're on the right path. He would reprimand Mathira. "You're reading the wrong book, Mathira. Peter and Jane is for that little kid in your music video, not you." And well, to Meera he'd say, "That's not even a book, Meera. That is a PIA safety guard."